Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Enterprise Group's channel, excelling in specialized equipment and services to build out the infrastructure and energy pipelines and construction. Joining us, as always, we have Vice President Desmond O'Cal. Welcome back, sir.
Good to see you. How are you been?
Oh, living the dream as always, brother, and yourself.
Good. No, things are good. Thank you.
I can imagine, and we're going to be divulging a little bit about how good things are for you guys being in this kind of new oil boom and you servicing the sector here. But you recently announced launch of Subsidiary Evolution Power Projects, advancing natural gas to electricity methods of mobile power systems. Do you want to break this down? Tell us what this means and how it's kind of working within your business.
Yeah, sure. This is quite a big deal for us. The business that we're in, supplying site infrastructure to drilling, completions, plant builds, all types of projects. There's a great deal of diesel power needed in these remote areas and what have you. And what we're doing here is we're retooling our fleet from diesel to natural gas. Predominantly our clients are natural gas players, and they're producing natural gas at their sites. So we really have a very interesting fleet that's burning natural gas rather than diesel. You can appreciate when we go to a site, there may be 10, 15 diesel generators on site. Everywhere there's a light tower, we might have 4 to 8 light towers on a site. The bottom of every light tower is a diesel generator. We've got a large diesel generator powering the offices and the communications towers and everything else that we bring. These sites burn a tremendous amount of diesel, 3,000 to 5,000 liters a day, that the client is stroking a check for the fuel distributor to come out every day, every second day to bring that quantity of fuel. The other issue to that is in going to natural gas is the tremendous reduction in emissions. In CO2 alone, it's well over 30%, and ranging from 75 to 99% in other types of emissions like particulate matter, sulfur dioxide, and so forth. So, moving away from diesel to natural gas is something it's a bit of a silver bullet for us. We're the only player in our industry that's retooled their fleet to make this move and offer this to the clients. I'm not going to say that we're not going to have any competition, but in our industry, the last 6-7 years, it's been tough for our competitors and peers not only to stay in business, because many have fallen away, but to really have any financial nimbleness to retool like we have. We spent the last a little over a year and a half retooling our fleet from diesel to natural gas. Appreciate that in most cases, our clients we're actually fueling our natural gas power systems on site with their own gas coming right out of the ground at these well sites. So not only do they not pay that fuel distributor to bring out the diesel, what's the cost of using their own natural gas? I mean, it's almost immeasurable. I mean, you look at some of the largest natural gas producer in Canada, I believe right now is Tourmaline. They've got massive reserves. What they would burn at a completion site is almost unmeasurable. So not only are the costs, but the environmental issues with the reduction in emissions, and of course, there's tremendous amount of safety benefits that come along with that. Every time they refuel a diesel generator, the nozzle goes in, comes out, dribbles on the ground a little bit, and so forth. All of that is removed. Not only that, we service all of the equipment. Our field techs are out on site. When you can go from 10 or 15, moving power plants, diesel power plants chugging away 24/7, and go to one unit, we get a tremendous reduction in visits to the site, which helps our bottom line. The other part of that is noise pollution. When you go to a site, it's noisy. There's generators running all over the place. Get one fairly quiet natural gas run unit, it makes a big deal. And what we're pleased to announce is that not only are we in the natural gas generation, we're just expanding our fleet at the moment to turbines, natural gas turbines. So we have regular reciprocal engine power plants and a mix of turbines. So for the clients, this is a very nice myriad of items to offer the site.
Yeah, and as we're kind of, as you mentioned there, kind of going through this real big slowdown period in the commodities market that you're servicing, and now kind of anyone that survived that is getting this really boomed up cycle. Do you want to offer just a little bit of insight into kind of the resiliency and just kind of some guidance here and what you guys are seeing moving forward in this industry? Because it's quite a 180 shift, right?
Yeah. And you know, I won't mind taking a minute here to pat ourselves on the back. You know, we went through a fairly difficult time where pricing is an issue, reduced activity levels during this downturn that we've been years and years into. Uh, just like the producers who are our clients, they learned to um, operate on lower commodity prices, and of course, down the line, our services companies, we've had to learn to refine our businesses in restructuring things, so we're right sizing everything on lower activities and lower pricing because there's always pricing pressure during that downturn. And then a year, just short of a year ago, we start to see both oil and gas commodity prices rise in concert. And what happens to our industry when all of a sudden you're running at a very very finely tuned instrument style operating level, and then you start adding you know better pricing, better activity levels, and so forth. And you can see with our trajectory from Q2, 3, and 4, and then going in, we'll be announcing Q1 here in about 3 weeks. The trajectory is really terrific, and we're excited about that. Not only that, we're transitioning existing clients from diesel to natural gas, and we have many clients coming to us with enthusiasm with this natural gas transition.
Well, on that note, Desmond, I definitely appreciate these insights. It's very fruitful today, especially like you mentioned, the trajectory it looks like you guys are headed on. So I want to pass the question off to the viewers at this point. I would love to know what you guys think in that comment section below. Consider subscribing because as more news comes down the wire, of course, we'll continue to update you here. But on that note, stay cool, stay awesome. And as always, I look forward to catching you in the next one.